I really kind of felt it was my destiny to go move from Los Angeles to Chicago, get this network up and going. And 10 years later, I think this is one of the things I actually did call right.
There are really two periods. It's the formation and negotiation and the business part of the network. And then when Mark Silverman was hired, he thought he was becoming president of the network, which he was, but he was also becoming a co-president of the distribution effort.
Prior to the campaign of 2008 for the Democratic Convention, as we were out there in the summer of 2007, it was often at the same times where Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton were campaigning for the Democratic nomination. And we would literally go to the same hotels, maybe a day or two later than where they were. And we would often make jokes that, are we in a political campaign? Are we trying to get a network distributed? And I remember we would have a lot of bumpy days. I remember a radio interview in Iowa where the host just didn't understand the need for a Big Ten network, and why are you having to do this? We're going to miss all these Iowa games. And there's a lot of initial skepticism that this network was going to work.
It may have been my vision, but it had fingerprints of athletic directors and presidents that this was the right path for us, that we could be successful. And that while we did it, we were trying to avoid blood in the streets. There might be blood in the streets. So we hadn't sugar-coated this. We had prepared them for a slog. And the question was whether or not they would blink. And fortunately, there was not a lot of blinking going on. But it was a painful slog because of the political impact. I remember one university president saying, "It's not that bad, he hadn't received that many letters." I said, "That's not good." I said, the letters are an indication of the desire to have this, the frustration. I said, if you're not getting a lot of letters, it means your fans are not demanding that your teams be on this network.
And at one point, I believe it was, the commissioner made the point to me as we're in the car driving, and we've been driving for a while, does it feel like we're driving, sometimes driving over a cliff? And I said, oh, it's kind of like Thelma and Louise. And he said, well, are you Thelma or are you Louise? And I said, and it was just, we had all these kind of war stories that really developed a fondness for each other that, if I'm going to battle, I want the Commissioner Delaney at my side, and hopefully he feels similarly. And we were able to persevere and get those deals done.
The negotiations weren't over when there was an agreement, and there was just lots of contractual. And then finally, I went to Beijing in 2008 in August for the Olympics. I came back, no breakthrough. I get up the first night back and I looked at my cell phone, and bing, 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 everyone signed, and we had full distribution for our first football game in the season of 2008.